Hello, my name is Sarah McGowan, and we are looking at my front pollinator garden on September 23rd. I'm going to be talking a little bit about some of the native species that I've planted and why. You can see a lot of the bees are enjoying these late bloomers. We're looking right now at some asters. They're really pretty and give a nice pop of color in the fall when you don't normally see as many of the colorful flowers. And back out here, obviously it's fall, and a lot of people get excited to plant plants in the spring, and they're attracted to all the colorful flowers. And one thing that's nice to remember for the bees and butterflies and flies is that they need things to eat in September and October. And it's also really nice to see some color in your yard at those times. So you can see here I've planted some asters, some black-eyed Susans. This large white plant is late boneset. I didn't plant it, but they have arrived, cleared out. Sometimes when you clear out a lot of invasive plants, you'll find that other native plants come and move right in. They look a little unwieldy, but they smell really, really good, and they are really attract a lot of skippers and butterflies and bees and hornets. It's really exciting plant if you're a bug lover. Back here you can see my goldenrod is about to bloom, and that'll be a beautiful yellow color. Let's see, those are really pretty. Something else, a lot of people have a tendency in the fall, they like to clear out their garden and make everything look tidy. But I would encourage you to leave some of these things up. The birds love to use them as shelter in the winter, as do other insects. And a lot of the plants, like my native grasses here, they're starting to go to seed, and that's a really good food source for birds. There's also, you can see, for example, step over here, my cone flowers. A lot of them have started to go to seed. You can see that's what they look like when they're all beautiful. There's someone enjoying some of the nectar. But when they go to seed like this, I see lots of finches, goldfinches, and chickadees eating the seeds. I also leave up my pokeweed. You've probably seen these around. A lot of people pull them up, but I do tend to leave mine in, as many as I can. They have these purple berries, and the robins and the catbirds go crazy in the morning eating these berries. So that's a fun one to leave up, and they'll pick off all the berries, and that's probably why you find so many volunteers in your yard. Might be from my yard. If we walk over here, you can see, I know we're talking a lot about native plants, and I do have some plants in my garden that aren't necessarily native, but they're not invasive. I'm still working. It's always a work in progress. You never know what the people who lived before you decided to put in their yard. As I walk here, so this is another really cool plant. This is winterberry, and this is another one. There are actually male and female winterberries. You need both if you want to get this beautiful red berry. And many of you probably have seen these when the snow's all white and these berries are red, and they look really brilliant against the white snow. Again, these are another berry that birds really like in the winter when the food is a little more scarce. I know a lot of people are anxious to get their plants planted in the spring, but the fall is actually a great time to plant plants. The plants can focus on their root systems, and so in the spring you'll have a lot of a plant that comes forth and it's really healthy. You can see here some other natives I have here are some milkweed. I even have my milkweed, little late bloomer. If I can zoom in here, you can see a little monarch caterpillar sitting there. That's always really cool. We got a lot of monarch caterpillars. and they're really pretty. I see a lot of the butterflies here in late August, early September. Not as many anymore. You can see my Joe Pye weed has already bloomed, but again, I'm leaving them up. They look really pretty in the winter, and they provide a nice shelter for the birds. So that's where I'm going to leave off. A lot of the nurseries, they're native plants, and all their plants usually in the fall, a lot of them are discounted because people don't traditionally think to plant during the fall. But it is a cooler season to plant for those of you who are a little heat adverse. And we can leave a listing of some of the nurseries on our website. Many of them are very conscientious of the social distancing required because of COVID. They're willing to do curbside pickup. Some will even drop off at your house if you really can't get out of the house. And anyways, happy planting. Enjoy the fall. Thanks. Bye.